There's a natural order in the jungle. All creatures respect the creature above them, for good reason. And in this jungle, one man is king of that order. One man is George, George of the jungle.
Now, Terrence, let me tell you about eating friends. No eating friends. Does mean everyone.
Good, you're back. Now, to repeat, no playing in the mud and absolutely no more immature cave doodles.
Mud!
This Wednesday, like every Wednesday, finds George deep in the middle of king training with his trusty friend and mentor, Ape.
You say Wednesday? Yeah! Whee!
And no more naked Wednesdays, George. You are king. I know it's hard to believe, but all the other animals look to you as an example. So you have to set a good example for them. And wash this thing. It's crunchy. Well, I hope it's a giant crate of bananas, but it never is it?
Ah, what'd it be?
It's a car, George. But what in the jungle is it doing here? It's called the Ecoblast. Apparently it's fueled by the souls of dinosaurs. And this flyer's printed on the wings of extinct butterflies. Ugh, how obnoxious. It's an environmental nightmare. Let's get rid of it before someone tries to use the blasted thing.
Who it belonged to?
Some spoiled person with more dollars than sense, George.
No, the truck hasn't been delivered.
Well, have you been home all day?
Yes, I've been in my lair since this morning.
It says here it was delivered.
You already said that, but I'm looking around and there's no truck. So say that one more time and I'll unleash my swarm of flying cobras on you.
Yeah. Calm down, sir. Rudeness is not tolerated at guaranteed deliveries.
Your company name is a mockery.
It says here your truck was delivered.
Maybe car belonged to George now? Jungle law.
The only thing you should keep, George, is your oath to protect the jungle. Now push.
My new car smell is made from now extinct flowers.
Who are you?
I am Ecoblast. Like what you see, my paint is nuclear buffed.
George looks so shiny.
Feel my seats. They're made of baby seals, and only the cutest ones.
Whoa.
Why don't you take me for a ride?
Ape, would it be bad if George drive car places?
Yes, George, it would be bad. Take it from me. Cars don't get you anywhere. A proper jungle king can't be seen in an oil-belching, environment-destroying metal monster, and that's that.
You really sure?
Yes, I'm really sure. Now come, we'll push it into the bottomless pit and be done with it.
Hey there, rock star. Why don't you take a load off? Engage seat massager. Engage foot massager. Engage eye massager.
Ow!
Try closing your eyes.
Wow.
Engage jaw rest.
What do you think you're doing in that thing?
Jungle donut.
George, you can't be king of the jungle in a car!
No, Ape. Car good for jungle. George, show you.
Metal monster bad!
Hello, Ursula.
What the truck? That's my eco-blast!
What? You can't possibly approve of this! Magnolia, as a scientist, you have to agree. This machine is a nightmare.
George's coolosity is definitely up at least 10 points. Make that 15.
Bah! It's time to throw some ingenuity at this problem. George! Stop!
Okay, I'm all right.
Oh no, me sorry. Me undo.
Why would you do that?
Whoops, sorry. Me redo.
Please, stop! George, listen!
Shh, please. Baby eagles need sleepy time.
George, look what I built for you. It's an eco-friendly car made out of coconuts and bamboo.
What it called?
Well, it's also called the Eco Blast, but for different reasons. It's an Eco Blast to drive. Do you want to trade?
What'd it have under hood?
Pedals mostly, but it does have a 5 coconut safety rating.
How about we race and see?
Fine.
Ready for brekkie pad?
Time to reclaim what is mine. Road's closed, buddy. Stop your vehicle and... Fine! You take something of mine, I'll take something of yours.
Oh no! Oh no!
You okay, Ape? You should get safer car, like Eco Blast here.
That's it! I've had it! It's me.
Thank you for directing me away from accident, Ape. Bye now.
I don't believe it!
Road's closed, buddy. You'll have to detour through this sack.
Yes, of course, of course.
Wait, speak more slow. George no understand. Does Chicago have Ape? Must bring Eco Blast to bottomless pit in next 2 hours or Ape go bottomless. Bottomless. Turkey! He sent message over hour ago. That give me only, division plus multiplication. Only 20 minutes to save Ape. What going on here?
What you think? It all your fault.
What'd George do? George just drives supercar all over jungle having fun.
Exactly. What Ape always tell you.
Ape say me is example to animals. Oh no, animals think George cool, so all animals get car like George. What? No, no, no! What me done? Car bad! But me still needed to save Ape. Here your car, like new.
Holy crud! Did you go joyriding through a rake factory? You wrecked my car, so I'm gonna wreck your friend! Release the monkey!
I'm not a monkey! I'm a higher primate!
No! Ape!
Please stop!
Me save you, Ape!
George, you can't catch up to me! It's against the law of physics!
Me don't understand physics, so physics no apply. Me do understand car bad for jungle, and me must set good example. Sorry I no listen to you. Go, fly, baby eagle.
The bottomless pit! It's not bottomless! It's lava!
That good. I'ma destroy car, just like you say.
But George, we're still in it!
We safe! George win! Jungle win! George learned that cars no belong in jungle, so everyone push cars into not bottomless pit.
I'm proud of you, George. We'll never see those cars again, and the jungle will recover.
All cars melt in lava?
Of course, George. What else would happen to them?
It's time to get dressed!
Orangu-pants activated!
With these pants, I'll have the strength of 1,000 orangutans in trouser form!
Hooray!
Let's see those jungle bullies push my buttons now. Back off, Six Legs. That's my egg salad! You cheated! No going over the top! Hey, Buzzface! Do you think I like eating sand, huh? Do I ever? Yummy! Time to give Mother Nature a spanking.
Oh, hi. Don't mind me, just doing science. You know, underwaterology stuff. That wasn't me.
Who's a wimp now? Bring it on, Hornface! Strike! You. How do you like eating stuff that isn't food, huh? That's right! Cry home to your fuzzy little bombs! Boo-hoo-hoo!
Wowee! Is there anything your orangu-pants can't do?
No, they do it all!
Now you're in for it.
From who? George? Oh, he's strong, all right. But is he strong? I think not. Why doesn't he just walk? He could have been here an hour ago.
I don't know, okay? I don't know.
Hey, Fat Doctor! Stop beating up animals!
Well, thank you for finally showing up. It's not like I had important stuff to do today or anything. Time to crank it. Impossible! No one's that strong! Cuspid!
Ew! Those are the same underwear you wore yesterday.
What? No, they're... How do you know that?
Wow, that only took forever. But I guess that's what happens when you hit every tree in the jungle. Admit it, George. You have a tree problem.
But George always hit trees.
I'm ranting here. George, you need help. Science help. According to my calculations, George spends over 12 hours a day about to hit a tree, or hitting a tree again.
It hasn't stopped him from being a good king.
Not knowing basic math didn't stop me from being a scientist either. But it doesn't mean it was right.
You don't know basic...
Trust me, George. I make you better king. But first, we need some science data. Okay, George, swing over here.
I can't stop watching.
I know. It's so hypnotizing. The way his face just stretches.
How this help, George? Hello?
It's our, data and stuff. We need more data. Just after we watch this again. If I learned anything at online university, it's that you can't do science without a laser or two.
Yes, but some lasers are extremely dangerous. You do know there's different kinds, right?
Of course I do. There's red lasers and there's blue lasers. This is a red one, so it's completely safe, scaredy cat. It'll scan George as he swings and makes all sorts of charty graphs. Okay, George, go!
Hit okay! George, fine!
Okay, George, there's absolutely no trees to hit here, so just swing across the clearing. You gotta be. George radiates something I like to call the Magnolia's Arbor effect. He can't help but swing into trees. It's like he's a wood magnet.
Trees always loved George, ever since George was little.
Wait, George wanna play too. Stop, tickle.
George, very popular when George was young. Why George wrapped in tinfoil?
You're like a balloon that never lost its static electricity. And as every scientician knows, the only way to get rid of electricity is with more electricity.
Is George happy the way George is? George loved tree kisses!
Pish posh poosh, a few hundred gigawatts and you'll never hit a tree again.
I have to agree with George. If he prefers to remain as he is, you must respect that.
Hello? You tried to brainwash him only 5 episodes ago?
Antidote. Antidote. Antidote! Touché.
Yes!
I was foolish to think orangutans would be enough to stop George. Have you seen him recently? He's totally jacked! I need to find some new combination of animal and clothing. Something fabricticians have only dreamt about. Cuspid, fetch my finest cyber yarn!
George, it's okay. The lightning's gone. Come on out. Come on.
George feels different.
1 billion volts will do that. Let's see if it worked. Go on. Swing!
No hit tree! George never no hit tree!
It's okay, George. It's okay.
It's better than okay! It's great! I'm the smartest! Wow!
George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch him pass those trees. Doesn't quite have the same ring.
George miss his tree kisses.
Scamper away!
Hey, stop fighting animals, Doctor!
First, how'd you get here so quickly? Second, who cares? Because I'm sporting my new gorilla sweater!
George, teach you lesson!
Oh, really? And what would that be? Grammar? Personal hygiene? You're not qualified to teach! This is too easy! It's like you're not even trying! In fact, I don't even need my gorilla sweater!
George don't understand!
That went better than expected. Now, where would you?
And for my discovery of the Magnolia's Arbor effect, I feel a Nobel Prize would be... Ow! Oh, man, that... George? What happened?
You happened. Somehow you made George as weak as a very weak kitten.
George must go back. Stop, Doctor.
Okay. I'll do some science and figure out what's wrong.
It's because he's not hitting trees.
This is ridiculous. There's no way hitting trees made George strong.
It's the only thing we haven't tried. Now swing!
See ya? This is dumb. Face tree no making muscle.
Magnolia been working out?
No, but I figured out what happened to your strength.
No mere researcher does that to a PhD!
It's tree vitamins, George. They get slammed into your cells every time you hit a tree.
Magnolia's right. George's near constant dose of exotic tree vitamins gives him strength far exceeding your average ape man.
Swing, George. Swing and hit as many trees as you can.
George can do that. George, miss!
Just hit a tree.
Oh, George can't.
For the love of...
Hurry! My tree vitamins are wearing off.
Hit harder than it looks.
Why is it so hard to hit a gap?
George, hit tree soon. Hey, stop! That's weird. Jungle love George again.
I just got this sweater, and the first thing you do is rub greasy Jungle Man all over it? That'll never come out!
George thinks sweater ugly. Tree kisses do make George strong.
Good. I'm glad. I had to hit a lot of trees to figure that out. Am I missing any teeth?
Oh, no, you fine.
Yeah.